Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Sean, back in town. Pouring here in Cincinnati right now. My plane landed at about 2 o'clock, and it's about 7 right now. And I pulled off because it was pouring down rain. I got my Hawk stuff on. The NBA draft was this past week, and I'm really excited as a Hawks fan. They had a shitty year. They're a lottery team. They didn't win too many games. So they got the number 4 pick and the number 10 pick. And we traded up to get the number 4 pick. So we got DeAndre Hunter. 2 ACC guys we got. So if anybody that was following March Madness and know that Virginia won the national championship and they had a stud DeAndre Hunter on their team, we got him with the 4th pick. And then we got Cam Reddish. For you guys that are Duke fans, I'm a Tar Heel fan. But I give credit where credit is due. And Cam Reddish was one of 3 Duke Blue Devils that went in the top 10, and we got Cam at number 10. Everybody knows Zion Williamson went number 1, and we all knew he would. He went to the New Orleans Pelicans. But as a Hawks fans, we're really stoked. We got 2 ACC guys. We got 2 lottery guys to go with Trae Young, who we got from Oklahoma as a lottery pick last year, and I can't see why nobody would think he was the Rookie of the Year. He by far had better numbers than anybody else as a rookie. So the Hawks are doing things. I'm repping them today. But I want to take the time in this vlog to explain how you spill tea. How you take a rumor that nobody that's involved in the rumor confirmed or denied. Somebody else decided that they were going to run with it. And there was a couple of different ways that people decided that they were going to run with this tea. You had one person who actually broke the story that was trying futilely to try to explain to them through fact why what they had to say was true. And they really went after somebody and attacked a party that wasn't even involved in the conversation. Just because they were assumed or considered to be in a situation, they were going to go after their character. And there was really no reason for it. And I'm talking about Mandy. I'm talking about Miss ATX. What happened was, and I'll just get right into it. Let me digress for a second, because with Jessica, my ex-wife, I guess she got really upset, and she did a stream because I had said something to her in a text about not going into someone else's panel because it was 1 o'clock in the morning. I was flying out the next day. This was the beginning of last week. And my phone's just blowing up, and people are like, oh my God, your ex-wife, Bunny, your ex-wife, Jessica's about to go panel up with some guy that we know. And it turns out he's in some fucked up fuckery right now that he's going through. And I just basically, I said, guys, I gotta get some sleep. I just texted her and I said, look, if you're going to panel up with Real Stream News, don't ever text me again. And I put my phone down and went back to sleep. Probably not the best choice of words. I was sloppy there, and I was sloppy in the next thing that happened too. I have to take credit for both of those. I have to own both of the sloppiness and messiness that I did. But it created some drama. It created some tea that's wonderful. And I don't think there's a few people that know the validity of it, but I digress. But anyway, Jessica went on a stream to drag me about my text comment, and somebody was modding for her, and they were talking about who I may or may not be with, because we know Trish has thrown out a couple of names here and there. A couple other people have thrown out some names here and there, and nobody was really close, so it was pretty amusing. But all of a sudden, a name went out there, and somebody came to me and said, hey, do you know who Kaylee is? And I said, I know who Kaylee is. And I said, do you know that she's talking and brought up confirmation or denial or validity of you being together with Miss ATX, with Mandy? And I was like, that name came up, that they're hitting there. And I was like, yeah. They were like, yeah, that's what's there. So they sent me the screenshot. It showed Kaylee modding for my ex-wife, and it basically said, she's married, and was talking about ATX. So I said, I better look into this. So I did, and I DM'd Kaylee, and Kaylee put it right out there like it was some irrefutable proof that I had said something. And basically, I said, hey, I heard you were in a stream where people were talking about who I may or may not be with. Do you know anything about that? I'm just wondering. She came out and said, somebody said you were with ATX, and then somebody else said that couldn't be true because she's married. And I stopped right there when I read her response, because I said, that's not true. You said it. You said the name, and you said she couldn't be with me because she's married. So, so I didn't respond. And then you can see that Kaylee typed something else out. I don't remember it exactly what it was. Then she typed a third thing out. And that's when I changed hats. So I'm going to put my troll hat on now. And I'm going to throw something out there to see what happens. And I basically said, well, people get separated. You really don't know each other's real business. YouTube business and behind closed doors is totally different is what I meant. And it's the truth. The only people that they have narratives from my life because they've seen what her side of it has been. But you don't know what people's real lives are. For instance, somebody's got an anniversary today. And they're talking about how great, they've been married and blah, 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 blah. But they're on Twitter all day. So they want to have you believe that they have this really strong marriage, but, at the same time, they're on Twitter all damn day. Who does that? So you really don't know how people's relationships really are. But I'm digressing. So I said that to her, and then she came right up underneath and said, well, if it's ATX, I won't tell anybody. I can't believe she put that out and said, here's my proof. Because you have three ways to look at that. You have the people that say, well, I'm still trying to see where Sean has said, because Kaylee went ahead and did a vlog saying that I told her this. And where did I actually say that? Where did I mention Mandy's name? I didn't. Kaylee did more than once. And then you had a group of people that were like, they just want you to believe that they are, so that it starts a whole bunch of drama. Good girl. And the person that was giving her thumbs up for saying they want you to believe it, coincidentally awarded Kaylee a $50 gift card. So yeah, that's not obvious that they're trying to do a little thumbs up for Kaylee's stream. So you have that. But then the OGs, that what permeated through the community was, who cares? Who cares who people are with? Well, do you think it's true? I don't know. Everybody knows that Tomahawk and ATX are friends and have been friends for a while. So, but who cares? That's their business. That's not your business. Why do you want to run with something that you can't confirm or deny that's true? Here's why you do it. And you do it because it's a drama genre community, and that's T. However, Kaylee's just not one of those people that knows how to run with a big story. She is known widely for dragging Trisha. That's really what people know her for. It's like, yeah, she was involved in the Dr. Phil thing and called Dr. Phil, but she really didn't have any traction for that. The only thing she's really known for is what so many other, like C-list YouTubers are known for, which is dragging Trisha or dragging somebody else. That's really all she was known for. So someone brought up with me, it was like, instead of just confirming or denying it as it is, she immediately starts to launch in on Mandy. And it was like, why? And she goes and she wants to do these, I guess she did a couple streams and put on Twitter about exposing ATX, when all she really did was put a bunch of old shit that everybody already knew about. It's like, what are you doing? I mean, it's old news. You have tea, spill the tea, and do it effectively. So, when we saw that come down, because, she kind of looked at me and said, hey, Sean, look what came across YouTube. And I was like, oh my God, that she just put it right out there like that. So a couple people, we got in touch with a couple people and planted the seed to let YouTube take it. And because we're not real sure that that's what we wanted out there. But anyways, if you want to see how to spill tea, if you want to see how you take a story that you can't confirm or deny, well, I guess this person could confirm or deny it. But they took to the airwaves quickly and did about a 25-minute stream, and that's Katie. That's Miss Fucking Wonderful. Now, I'm not saying this to shout out to shout out Katie, because I'm not looked at in that stream as this great dude. I am the cuck. I am the gay boy. I am all that. I am not looked at like, she's not painting this picture like, oh my God, it's funny. You have got to see. That's how you spill tea. That's how you do it. So whether it's true, whether it's not true, that's how you spill tea. And there was a couple other people that went out there and tried to cover down and have our backs and all that. But at the end of the day, you had one person that is an OG in Katie Like her, hate her, she spilled that tea and it was funny. Yaba's comments were in there. They were funny. The whole chat, and they're not my friends. They're not people that particularly like me, but they were funny, and that's how you spill tea in a drama community. And you got somebody else that was like, no, I mean, let me give you a fact video. Let me show you how I'm going to prove that this and that. And all it was an attack on Mandy, which was not really warranted because she wasn't being mentioned. She wasn't out there saying shit to anybody. Again, that's my sloppy ass. That's my mess that I did. First with some half-ass shit out there to Jess that created, somebody to come in and run with some shit. And then my DM that was half-assed to them. I was sloppy. That's my mess. But what it is our community takes that and they run with it. And you have, people like Miss Fucking Wonderful. You got people like the Boardroom. That take that stuff and they run with it and they do great job with it. And then you got the C-listers. Then this is why they're C-listers, because they're like, well, this is why I think it's true. And I'm going to do this and I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. And then after all, they're like, well, look, ATX deleted her Twitter and she deleted her YouTube. She's cutting and running because we're making sense. No, she's cutting and running because she's saying, you know what? We're not going to listen to this shit this week. Okay? Screw all them right now. Let them take care of that. We don't even have to respond to it. I'm not going to respond to it. You don't have to respond to it, Sean. Let YouTube do their thing. And, after a few days, let it unfold and then go do your vlog about it and talk about it. So that's the story. That's the story. None of this would have happened if I didn't, I'll own this. None of this would have happened if I wasn't sloppy twice, if I wasn't messy twice, if I wasn't careless twice and just throwing some stuff out there to people. But at the end of the day, I really didn't think, I really don't know how that was going to unfold. It's all good now. I mean, it's all good now. It's been a week's passed. Things have been done that need to be done, and the die can be cast out however it wants to be. And so it really kind of worked out okay. But that's my side of it. And yes, and when people are saying, well, you're defending Mandy, I definitely 100% am loyal to my friends and loyal to the people that I ride with. And in this case, whether or not this was something that she wanted to be part of, and I'm talking about Mandy, because of something that I said to somebody, that it wasn't about trust or not trust. I mean, what you have with Kaylee is that I had a couple of her friends come to me and go, oh my God, I can't believe she shared those DMs. I wouldn't have done that. And I didn't answer anybody's DMs. I didn't answer anybody's shit. All I said was, I just didn't do anything. And basically I said, don't answer it, Sean. Just let them do their thing. But what it has shown the larger community is that she'll share your DMs. I mean, she's going to put it out there. There really wasn't no reason to. It wasn't like I was dragging anybody. It wasn't like I was saying some nasty shit or any reportable stuff at all. I was just asking a question, and that spun up where we are today with it, whether people believe it or don't believe it. And it's okay, but the two of us decided that we weren't just going to respond to it. We're going to sit on it for a week, not give it that much attention, because you can lose what you're trying to do personally if you spend all the time that you have trying to spin it a certain way and trying to answer people's questions. So I had taken a tweet down that I had put on early in the day. Some of the people saw it. Some people saw what my hashtag was in that, and where I alluded to what I was doing. I took it down, and we just were vacant from the whole scene, because at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter who's with who. The people that know the truth, and that's all there is to it. So anyway, that's it. That's my response to it. I don't expect any other responses from anybody. And, I did, say, hey, you want me to make a statement about this, or do you want me to do a vlog? You want me to do a Tomahawk vlog or whatever? Yeah, go do your thing, man. Whatever. Fuck everybody before you. And that's just like it's, we know. And so if they're not having your back, Sean, then it doesn't really matter anyway. And you're going to have mine, and if nobody has your back, then then they don't matter anyway. What matters is what is really going on. So anyway, that's it. 15 minutes. There it is. I'm back, and I took a week off because I was gone for a week, and now I'm back, and I'm in Cincinnati again, and I'm more active here because I've got more time to do it when my life's not quite as full. So the application process is going on in different places, and more to follow, man. And this is Tomahawk Sean. Peace out.